So this E90 328i is probably one of the coolest E90s that's come into NRP that is a non-M. This is a Tasman green metallic 6-speed, obviously an N52 car. This car probably sees more track days than your average M3 does. And one of the coolest things about it, if you couldn't tell by the license plate, is that it is in fact a slick top. So I'm going to be giving you guys a quick walk around of this car, showing you all the things that we've done to it. When it first came to NRP, it was bone stock. So I know it may still look pretty stock, but it actually isn't. There's been a lot of work done to this thing. And so let's get right into it. And then after the walk around, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what we're actually doing to this thing today, because it is a lot and it is really cool. And it sucks because I focused more on the Instagram reel that we were going to make, which you can totally check out on our Instagram, of the whole process. But then I thought, you know what, we should make a YouTube video of this because this car is just really cool and it deserves the YouTube video. So we might as well start from under the hood. We got an N52, of course, because this is a 328i, but we also just installed this BMW Performance carbon fiber strut brace. Yes, this is an OEM piece and it is very rare, so it's really cool to see because we did get this one installed. We also installed this Turner Motorsports short ram intake, which is cool because the induction sound is so much better and it's shielded off pretty nicely, so it still keeps a lot of the hot air away, which is good to see. This car is currently on Bilstein B14 coilovers, Dynon camber plates, and then obviously these Graham Light wheels, which are raised wheels. It also has the 135i full brake conversion, which you can tell by the caliper. These are a go-to mod. These are a go-to upgrade for these cars. They are such a good OEM upgrade. They make the braking power so much better. And like I mentioned, even though this is not a mod, it's a slick top and it's really cool to see. And the wheels are also wrapped with RE71 RSs, which is really nice to see because these are a 200 tread wear tire and they're very good tires. So for those of you guys that are spec nerds, this car was originally a wood trim car, non-sport, because you can tell by the steering wheel, and it had manual seats, non-heated. So this thing's like a true stripper spec. It's a single hump car. And so it's rightfully so that he actually tracks this car, and it being a 6-speed manual is like the cherry on top. He's also got this Turner Motorsports pedal upgrade, which makes the gas pedal a little bit larger in width, so then it's easier to heel toe. We're also going to be installing this steering wheel here shortly. It's one of the big mods that we're doing today. We're also doing a full black headliner, so that's why the headliner is out, because this car is not an M Sport, so it did not come with a black headliner. It came with a gray headliner. I'll put clips on the screen right now of the reel we made of doing this all, because all of it was filmed, but just vertically, so bear with us. So along with the hex trim, we also installed this e-brake boot and handle, which looks really nice. We also did a BAF sound upgrade on the speakers. So this car does not have the hi-fi, because you can tell without the tweeters. So the stock system is really bad. So huge shout out to BAF sound for sending him these. They look really good. We ordered them through BAF sound. So if you guys are interested, we are a dealer for them. We can get you a set for your car, because if you don't have tweeters, that means you don't have hi-fi. And if you don't have hi-fi, your audio probably sucks and you know it. But along with that, we also installed these VAC floor mounts, which are some of the best on the market, especially if you're going to mount and fixed mount a seat to the floor, which makes it actually better and more responsive than having a car or a seat with sliders. He's also doing a xenon headlight upgrade, which is like really cool to see. This is the headlight you want when you don't have the xenons and you have the halogens, so these will look really sweet. They definitely should be polished up a bit because they are a little cataract, but that's no issue. So he also opted for Recaro pole position ABEs and cloth, which look really nice. But like I said earlier, the car originally had this wood trim, so it is a very interesting spec car. Tasman green metallic is not very common. It is pretty rare, so it's a really, really cool car. So the coolest thing about this car, in my opinion, which I haven't mentioned yet, is the fact that it has a wave track LSD with 391 ring and pinion. So that means that the gears are shorter, so the car's always in its power band. So there are a ton of other things that I probably can't remember off the top of my head that we are actually currently doing to the car, which is why it's here, like the seats, the speakers, the back floor mounts, the headliner, etc. But once the car is all done and buttoned up, put back together, I'll give you guys another walk around showing everything we just did. Also, almost forgot to mention, it has a Turner Motorsports rear section, which sounds really good, honestly. But yeah, once we get the A, B, and C pillars installed, the headliner, the steering wheel, everything associated with today's installs, I will show you guys an update and how the car looks. So I almost did forget to mention, we're also going to be installing an ultimate clutch pedal, so we'll see how that goes. Alex is working on getting the seat taken out right now, so he has more room to work with, and then, you know, we'll be able to tell you guys how it feels. Obviously portraying that on camera is kind of difficult, but we'll see. All right guys, check it out. So here it is, completely wrapped up. It is all done, all the interior mods. I'm going to give you guys a quick little tour of the interior here in a second. If you guys are wondering what that orange tape is on the windshield, it is because we did in fact get the windshield replaced on the car. Don't mind how dirty the car is. It is snowing here right now in Raleigh, and the car is just filthy from all the water drying off of it, but nonetheless, let's move into the interior and show you guys everything that's been done. Man, this car is so cool. Check it out. So we got the OEM BMW Performance steering wheel installed. I'm going to show you guys the cool little features of that here in a second. We got the cube trim installed as well. It looks really good. The e-brake boot and handle as well, along with the BMW Performance shift knob, which he already had, but now with the silver trim, it just looks that much better. We also got the Recaro pole position ABEs installed. They look so damn good. Glad there's two of them, because these seats are expensive, and most of the times people end up just getting one because they're so expensive, but seeing two is so nice to see. We got the vac floor mounts and the side brackets installed as well. Some of the best on the market. They get you the closest to the transmission tunnel. And my favorite mod that we've done to this car that this customer went through with is the black headliner. It looks so damn good. We got the A, B, and C pillars done. And the headliner, of course, it all looks so freaking good. It is honestly a bonus, the fact that it is a slick top interior, so it looks that much cooler. We also got the ultimate clutch pedal installed. If you're wondering why the clutch pedal does not have the covers, it's because the Touring Motorsport pedal covers do not fit on that, but I believe this customer is going to try to figure out a way to make that happen. He does have a track day soon, so where you try to just get the car to get it in a position where it is running and driving and good to go, and all the aesthetic stuff that is not important for the track can be pushed back a little. So let me show you guys how the steering wheel works. Check it out. Those are the shifter lights right there that you just saw. As you can see, it shows M Performance right there. I have to use both thumbs to turn it on, but there's a button here and a button here, and when you press both at the same time, it powers it on. Let me show you. So check it out. It shows you a cool little menu, and it kind of gives you a bunch of options to do things with the steering wheel. As you can see, if I press the button, it shows you the oil and coolant temp. It'll show you, it also has a speed watch, or a stopwatch, sorry, speed watch, and you can lap yourself and see how fast you're doing on the track, which is really cool. And again, these lights here on the side are shifter lights, so it'll tell you when to shift, which is really cool. And the fact that this is a OEM part, it is pretty rare, and a lot of people probably wouldn't even know that it is OEM. And the coolest part about it, in my opinion, is that it matches the color of the interior, or the E9X color, the amber color of the, you know, the radio and the cluster. When it shows you the mileage, it's just the same theme, if that makes sense. We also got the limited edition start stop trim slash button installed. Pretty sure that's a pretty rare mod as well. We also got the BAF sound speakers installed with the subwoofers underneath the seats. They sound great. Obviously I can't really show you guys that or portray that on camera, because it all depends on the microphone or the camera, plus whatever you're using to watch this video. So whether it be your iPhone or TV speakers, but we did install them. They sound great. Sounds much better than what was in this car, because this car does not have hi-fi, which means it doesn't have the tweeters, which means the speaker system from the factory in this car is actually really bad. It's so bad, in fact, that you can have the volume up fully and have a whole conversation with someone, like, no problem with it on full blast. So now it's much louder, sounds a lot clearer at higher volume, which is what BAF Sound is really good at. So huge shout out to them for making this option for people with the speaker systems that are just not good enough from the factory. And probably one of the rare mods that we've done to this car is, of course, the OEM BMW Performance carbon fiber strut brace. Check it out. That looks so damn good. It's really cool. Like I said, I don't know if I've said it in this video yet, how without the light on, there's like a shadow that emits onto the engine cover. It makes it look like it's very close to it, so it looks very aggressive and cool. Hopefully the camera does it justice, but you can only really tell once you're looking at it in person. But overall, this is one of the coolest cars that comes into NRP, in my opinion, because of how much seat time it actually gets. The fact that this car sees more track days than most M3 owners do, so it's really cool. Along with the fact that it is a true stripper spec, because it is a single hump, it's a manual, it comes with the manual seats, and it is a slick top, of course, which is really cool. So overall, really cool car. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, giving you guys a quick little walk around of this thing. It is a really cool car with a ton of tasteful mods done to it, and I think it is definitely one of my favorites that comes to NRP. And we hope to continue seeing this car and servicing it, so it keeps kicking ass at the track and we get to see it and, you know, just take care of it.